business letters. Okay? So what is business letter or what are business letters? So from the word itself, it is used for business purposes. But, okay, so business letter is a letter from one company to another or between such organizations and their customers, clients, or external parties. These are also formal communication that can be written or digital. So you know that we are experiencing pandemic. And of course, most of the transaction is done in email, okay, or emailing, okay, and it can be done digitally. Tapos ito pa, ang business letter promote good business relationship as well. So sa papaanong pamamaraan. An example is that if I am a credit card holder, okay, and the bank, halimbawa ha, so para magkaroon kami ng good business relationship or maganda yung relationship ni bank at saka ni client, ako na credit card holder, they keep on sending me the parang yung statement of account. Okay, kung magkano ang babayaran ko buwan-buwan. So hindi nila ibinibigay yon on the due date. Ibinibigay nila yon a week before or 2 weeks before. Okay, para mabayaran ni client on time at hindi sila ma-charge ng additional payment. Okay, so that is promoting good business relationship. That is one of the examples. And what are the main reasons why we need for correspondence? Number one is to buy. When we are buying a product to a company, of course, you are going to request. Okay, and then the other one is to sell. When you are selling something, it can also be done through letter. All right. So to promote good business relationship, that is the one that I have told you a while ago. To persuade people, to inform people, or most especially if you are in a company and then you keep on having this absences or you are always tardy or you are always late, of course, the HR will inform you. Okay, bibigyan ka ng memo. And then to express thanks, to recommend, to apply for a job, to write a proposal, and to formalize decisions. So of all this, we are going to choose to apply for a job. Okay, yan yung ipapagawa ko po sa inyo. Kasi soon, diba, after graduating, you are going to apply for a job. Or maybe, habang ito, quarantine tayo, diba, habang ikaw ay nag-online, merong iba sa inyo na nagwo-work din, diba? Nagwo-work sa Jollibee or nagwo-work sa McDonald's or planning to work in Jollibee and McDonald's. So of course, you are going to write a letter, diba? Now, what are the different elements of business letter? These are the things that you should not forget. Okay? So number one is heading. Ano ang laman ni heading? So later I'll be discussing you that. Heading followed by the inside address. I know when you were in elementary and high school, it has been taught to you. Okay? So uulit-ulitin lang natin kasi this is really important. Okay? And then your salutation followed by the body of the letter, followed by the complementary clause, and of course, the signature. So later I'll be discussing you the different miscellaneous parts of a letter. So pag sinabi nating miscellaneous, it's like additional part, okay, dun sa letter na natin. So what is heading? Heading consists of the sender's address and the date line. Yan po yung nasa kanang parte or nasa kaliwang parte ng inyong letter. So later I'll show you an example. Okay? The date, kailan mo ginawa ang letter or kailan mo siya isasubmit. So that is month, sorry for that spelling, month, day, and year. All right? So that's heading. And also, you can put your address under dun sa inyong date. Okay? And then inside address consists of the name of the addressee or the recipient. When we say addressee, siya ang pagsisendan mo ng letter. Okay? Or the recipient. Then after that, halimbawa, you are going to submit your letter to Lizette Peterania or you are applying to my company, Lizette Peterania, all caps. And then under that is my designation. So ano yung designation ni Ma'am Terania? You will write there, let's say for example, TUP professor or English professor. And then under it, nakalagay dyan, his company. So ano ang company ni Ma'am Terania? Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig. Now, kahit hindi na natin lagyan ng business address, okay lang. Pero kung gusto mong lagyan, okay lang din. So what is the business address? Kilometer 14, East Service Road, Western Bicutan, Taguig City. That is the inside address. Yan po yung pagbibigyan nyo ng letter. And then followed by the salutation. So what is that? It serves as the welcome part of the letter. Yan yung Dear Sir, Dear Madam, Dear Sir slash Madam. So, kailan ginagamit yung Dear Sir slash Madam? Kapag po wala kang pangalan doon sa inside address. If you are not sure doon sa iyong addressee or doon sa iyong recipient, kung babae o lalaki ba ang manager or HR manager. Alright? And then, ano pa ba? Di ba you keep on writing Dear Ma'am? Yung ma'am, M-A, tapos apostrophe, and then A-M. Ngayon, yun po ay ginagamit if you have a close relationship with that person. Parang it's like within the department. Okay? Halimbawa, kung within the department lang, pwede yung Dear Ma'am. Pero the more formal is Madam. Okay? Dear Madam. Or if you don't want to use that, you may write there, Dear Miss Terania. Dear Mr. De La Cruz. So that is salutation. And then followed by a colon or comma. So what's next? The next one is the body of the letter. So that one gives the details of communication and consists of your introduction or what is your purpose. If your purpose is you are applying for a job, you are going to indicate there, I have seen from the internet that you are looking for a mechanical engineer or that you are looking for a civil engineer. And I think I am qualified for that position. So that is your intro. And then the body of the letter, of course, you are going to say and to write there that you are a graduate, a Bachelor of Civil Engineering at the Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig. And you also graduated cum laude. Sasabihin mo ang lahat ng yun because those are very important things in your letter. Okay? And then the conclusion. So, token of appreciation, call for action, building of goodwill. So, ilalagay mo dun sa dulo mo, I am hoping for a positive response regarding this application. Diba? If you have further clarifications on my CV, okay, or my resume, you may contact me at. So, ganun na. Kailangan mailalagay mo yung lahat ng iyon because those are important things or important details in your application letter. And later, I'll be showing you an example. Okay, and then, what about the complimentary close or the ending? That serves as the farewell part of the letter. Yan po yung tipong respectfully yours or respectfully, comma. And then, pwede rin namang sincerely yours or sincerely or yours sincerely, di ba? Pero syempre, mas ano yung sincerely yours. And then, wag mo namang ilalagay ang lovingly yours if you are applying for a job. Di ba pag sinabi mo, lovingly yours, Juan de la Cruz, and then you have your signature. Wow. It's an application letter. It's a business letter, but you put there lovingly yours. So may I just remind you guys that lovingly yours is for, yung may relasyon talaga. Di ba? Yung para sa mag-asawa, para sa mag-boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? And then, do not forget your signature. So signature consists the name of the signatory. Sino yon? Ikaw ang nag-apply. Kung halimbawa, ilalagay mo doon, di ba, complimentary close or respectfully yours, Juan de la Cruz. And then may space ka doon sa itaas, doon mo ilalagay yung pirma mo. And under your name, never forget the designation. Ano ka? Halimbawa, ilalagay mo, civil engineer. Or kung ako naman, halimbawa, respectfully yours, Lizette P. Terania, English teacher. Okay, and then my signature. So later I'll show you. And then, we have also miscellaneous parts. So pag sinabi po nating miscellaneous, ito yung mga idinadagdag natin sa iba't ibang klase ng letter. Kumbaga, if you, let's say for example, are enrolling, di ba? Kung halimbawa nag-enroll po kayo, di ba meron tayong binabayarang miscellaneous fee? So ibig sabihin, that's an add-on to the tuition, okay, that you have. Kaya ang tawag doon miscellaneous parts. So let me give you some example. Number one is the reference line. Kailan nagkakaroon ng reference line? If the letter is like a memo. Kasi ang reference line, excuse me, that indicates the sequential number of the letter, which is used for reference or filing purposes. Let's say, for example, memorandum, okay? And then you have there the reference number. Lalagay mo dyan, parang it's like memo 102. So meaning to say, that memo is pang 102 na. And then the following week, kapag magbibigay ulit ng memo yung company mo, memo 103. Okay, yung nakalagay dyan yung number 103. Nagigets nyo? So, yun po yung for filing purposes kasi itinatago po yan. Kung halimbawa, you are always absent, okay? Or you are always late in your company or in your sa trabaho mo, halimbawa. Tapos, syempre, binigyan ka ng memo ng company or binigyan ka ng information. Guys, by the way, when we say memo, it's not something negative. It is positive. Why? Because memorandum is a letter disseminated to everybody for information. Okay, hindi yan yung, hala, may memo ako, parang kakabahan ka na. You have to be thankful if you are given a memo because you are being informed. Okay? So, halimbawa, di ba, binigyan kita ng memo dahil lagi kang late at lagi kang absent. Tapos hindi ka pa rin umayos sa trabaho mo. Lagi ka pa rin late, lagi ka pa rin absent after receiving the letter. So ang susunod na, meron ka ng parang warning. Okay, warningan ka na ng company. And then hindi mo pa rin sabihin, bakit wala naman akong na-receive na memo from you? So yan na yung sagot dyan. If the HR, okay, has filed, okay, the memo that has been given to you, yun po ay alam mo yun, hindi makakalusot itong empleyadong to kasi you have your file. Okay, so that is reference line. And then, attention line. Ang attention line naman, this bears the name of the addressee intended to read the letter if such name does not appear on the inside address. Let's say there's no inside address, diba? Nakalagay dyan yung date, tapos, walang inside address, ilalagay mo lang doon sa naka-indent, attention. Kanino may bibigay ang letter? Kay Juan de la Cruz. So, attention, colon, Juan de la Cruz. Ang susunod niyan, kasunod ng attention line ay subject line. Ano yung itatackle doon sa letter or tinatackle doon sa letter? Okay? So, this one. The subject line, ito po yan, makikita nyo din ito sa email. Okay, contains the topic of the letter or title of the message elaborated in the body of the letter. Yung kumbaga, if even if I don't read, oh my Jew, go back. Wait lang. Even if I don't read, okay, the letter, na yung hindi ko naman, yung ang focus ay hindi masyadong 'di ba? Makikita ko kasi yung title niya, naka-ano na siya, parang naka-elaborate na siya. Let's say, for example, attention, Lizette Peterania, and then subject, proper wearing of uniform. Kasi nakikitaan siguro nila ako na hindi ako nagsusuot ng uniform. Okay, pero that's just an example ha. I follow the rules of the university. Okay? So yun. Lizette Peterania, that's attention line. Then the subject line, proper wearing of school uniform. 'Di ba? So doon pa lang alam ko na 'yan. 'Di ba? Binigyan ako ng memo, alam ko na 'yan because I know for myself that I am not wearing uniform every time. 'Di ba? Or halimbawang pag pumapasok ako. So 'yan. And then the next one is the identification notation or the reference initials. May kausap pa ba ako? Naririnig niyo pa ako? Hello?
Yes po.
Yes po, ma'am.
Naiintindihan niyo?
Yes po.
Okay,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good. So, i-taglish na natin kasi mas madali siyang maintindihan. Okay? And then, identification notation or reference initials. What is this? It consists of the initials of the sender. Kung halimbawa ako ang sender ha, in all caps and initials of his secretary or typist in small letters. So, later I'll show you an example. Halimbawa din, I am the boss. Okay, let's say for example I am the boss. So, what is my name? Lizette P. Terania. So, I'll have the initial LPT in all caps because I am the boss. You got me? And then if my secretary is Juan de la Cruz, it should be J, what's the initial? JDC. Okay. So yung JDC in small letters. Why? Because he is my secretary. He is the one who prepared that letter for me. Okay? Ganun po yun. All caps, the manager. Small letter, the typist. Okay? Or the secretary. Or yung subordinate. That's the identification notation or the reference initials. Ito po ay nangyayari dun sa mga, yung from company to company na letters. Diba? Yung, halimbawa, proposing a letter kung halimbawa ako yung boss, ito si Juan de la Cruz ng secretary ko, or you write a letter to propose something to that company. So, yun na yung gagawin niya. Sa ilalim nakalagay, LPT and then slash JDC. All right? So, the next one is the enclosure notation. So, what is this? It refers to the item or items placed inside the envelope other than the letter. So, if you will apply for a job, halimbawa lang ha, you're applying for a job, ano ang i-enclose mo? Ilalagay mo dito sa may red part. Okay, dito sa may red part. Halimbawa, this is your paper. Okay? And then this is the red part. Nakalagay dyan. E-N-C. Okay? Tapos, excuse me. Tapos, colon. Nakalagay dyan, resume. Diba? Because you are applying for a job, ano ang iyong i-enclose? Lagi namang naka-enclose po sa application natin ay ang ating resume. Or kung halimbawa nakalagay na sa letter mo, attached herewith is my resume for your perusal. Halimbawa lang ha. So, hindi mo na ilalagay yung ENC sa ilalim because you have said in your paragraph that attached herewith is my curriculum vitae. Diba? Pero kapag walang nakalagay na ganon, ilagay mo sa ilalim ENC, curriculum vitae, or resume. Okay? And then, if you are selling a product to other company, your ENC or your enclosure should be brochure. Or if you are having a proposal to other company about your machine, ilalagay mo dun sa ilalim, specifications. Okay, or specs. Enclosure or ENC specs. So later, I'll show you. And then, what's the carbon copy? Ito yung nakikita po natin sa email. CC. That means carbon copy. That refers to the persons going to receive the letter other than the addressee. Let's say you are going to submit your letter to Ma'am Terania. Halimbawa lang ha, to lizetterania@yahoo.com. Ako yung addressee mo. Pero you want also your letter to be received by Rodel_08@yahoo.com. So carbon copy. So it's not only Ma'am Terania who will get the letter. Rodel will also receive it. Or kung gusto mo, 4 yung makaka-receive ng letter mo, hindi lang si Lizette, pwedeng sophieziel@yahoo.com, darrenivan@yahoo.com, tony@yahoo.com, caleb@yahoo.com. So those 4 people will receive the same letter. Okay? I hope this is very clear. And then, the next one is postscript. Ano tong, Ayan, postscript or PS. Ayan, yan yung sinasabi natin sa letter na PS, I love you. O, diba? That's postscript. Contains some items that are omitted from the body of the letter and should be included. Pero this one, guys, okay, I would just like to explain this, that postscript is only used if you are close to the person. Halimbawa, you are the manager of this company and yung pagsisendan mo ng letter ay kaibigan mo and manager of the other company. Ilalagay mo dun sa letter mo, PS, see me at coffee project at 8 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. Diba? So parang close kayo, kaya merong PS doon. And then if you are applying for a job, never say that, diba, sinabi mo na lahat ng qualifications mo, and then nakalagay sa ilalim, PS, you should hire me. Diba? Wow. Diba? Don't use that. Okay? Ang PS po or ang postscript ay ginagamit kapag tayo ay close to that person. Okay? Or pwede rin naman siguro to other company but ano pa rin siya ha? Naka-formal pa rin siya. Formal pa rin. PS, you did not include it. Gusto mo lang siyang i-emphasize. Okay? PS, the specifications are blah, 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 blah. Okay? And then, here are the example of block format. Ayan. Full block. No, semi-block format. Okay. So, reference number. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Memo. Okay, yung sa memo. Anong number yon? Okay, anong number na ng memo na yon? And then, sender's address. Ikaw to. And then, followed by the name of the addressee. Pero kapag wala po itong name of addressee na to, Pasok na tayo dito. Naka-indent po talaga siya or nasa gitna. Attention to whom? Kay Lizette Peterania. Anong subject? Proper wearing of uniform. And then followed by this. And, okay, introduction, the body, the conclusion. Okay, respectfully yours. Tapos, handwritten signature. Okay, printed name of signatory and then designation. Oh, di ba nakalagay dyan, respectfully yours. Tapos, handwritten signature. Siyempre, ilalagay mo dito yung pangalan mo. Lizette P. Terania, English professor. And then, on top of my name is the signature. Is this clear? Naintindihan po?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. Again, ulitin ko, ang miscellaneous parts ay nagbabago depende sa letter na gagawin mo. Okay? Pero kapag application letter, I'll show you an example. So this one, the ABC, ito yung number 10, identification notation, and ayan, ito yung boss at ito yung secretary. Pero of course, if you're applying for a job in your application letter, definitely there is no identification notation. Definitely there is no PS. Okay? And definitely, there is no reference number. Okay? Kasi po, that is an application letter. Pero kapag memo siya, kapag memo, meron din po tayong tinatawag na reference number. Okay? At wala din pong ABC at saka DEF na ganito. Wala siyang, ito ay ginagawa lang kapag yung parang nagbibigay ng report. Ng, halimbawa sa project proposal. Diba? Yung may preliminary report, progress report, and final report. Yan, nagkakaroon yan ng ABC at saka DEF. Ito yung boss at saka ito yung tawag dito, secretary niya na nag-prepare ng preliminary, progress, and final report. And then enclosure, ito yung sinasabi ko, resume, or it can be brochure, or it can be specifications, and etc., etc. Or images of your product. And then CC or carbon copy, ito naman yung isi-send mo sa akin yung letter mo. Other than Ma'am Terania, somebody will receive also your letter. Okay? And then PS or the postscript, yan yung pahabol sulat, kumbaga, sa Tagalog. Okay? Yan yung hindi mo na ilagay sa body ng letter mo. Okay? Pero hindi mo in-elaborate doon, pero nilagay mo siya sa ilalim. PS and this one and that one. Okay. So here are some of the examples of styles and forms. We have full block, yung tipong lahat nasa side, di ba? Here is your heading. Okay, and the inside address, followed by the salutation, followed by the body of the letter, there's no indentation, followed by respectfully yours, and of course, your designation and your signature. Okay, so the next one is the semi-block. O, ito yung ipapagamit ko sa inyo kapag pinagawa ko na kayo ng application letter. So here is the heading, the date here, and your address here. Followed by the name of the addressee, Lizette P. Terania, English professor, Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig. Since babae siya, Lizette Terania siya, you can put here, Dear Madam or Dear Miss Terania. Wag yung buong pangalan, okay? Dear Miss Terania or Professor Terania, never write there, Dear Professor Lizette P. Terania. Hindi dapat buo. Kasi it has been addressed here already. Okay, nailagay na dito yung buong pangalan, so dito surname na lang. Pero hindi naman yung Terania, wala nang dear, di ba? Parang walang respeto. Terania, I would like to apply in your company because I think I am qualified. That's definitely a big no. All right, and here is your body of the letter, and then the respectfully yours, and then your name here, your designation under. At bakit may malaking spasyo dito or space? Because this space is intended for your signature. Okay, so I'm done. Okay, now here is the memorandum example. Ayan na, ito yung memo type. Reference number. Para kanino? Okay, galing kanino? Say HR manager. Date kung kailan at ano yung subject netong memo na to. And then this is the body of the letter. Respectfully yours, Lizette Peña, HR manager. Tapos signature. Okay, do you understand, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, let's have the different C's of business letter writing. So number one, coherence. Pag sinabi natin coherence, uh, sticking together of ideas. Kumbaga, may kaugnayan ang bawat sentence mo sa iyong paragraph. Okay? Kumbaga, I am Lizette Peterania. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. I also took up my master's degree at the National Teachers College and finished it. I've been teaching for 12 years, teaching these different subjects and etc. etc. Yung may kaugnayan ha, hindi yung, eto yung statement mo, tapos yung sumunod na statement mo, wala namang kinalaman doon sa unang statement mo. Okay? And the number 2, clearness. Pag sinabi natin clearness, use simple and familiar words. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, your goal here is to express and not to impress. Because if you are using highfalutin words na hindi naman masyado agad maintindihan ng babasa ng letter mo, alam mo yon, if I am a very busy person and I'm the one who will read your letter and you use highfalutin words, do you think I have my time to look for the meaning of the words that you have used in your application letter? No na, di ba? So, kailangan, ano siya, simple lang. Simple and familiar words only. Okay, that's clearness. Followed by conciseness. Pag sinabi natin concise, it means brief. Okay, pag brief, maikse pero malaman. Hindi yung tipong pagkahaba-haba ng letter mo, it's like you are telling a story. Okay, parang ano na siya, biography, di ba? You don't need to do that kasi when you are writing a letter or a business letter or an application letter, it should be straightforward. It should be brief. It should be concise. And then number 4, completeness or thoroughness. Ano naman daw yan? You have to avoid omitting the necessary words and ideas. Ano na yung necessary words and ideas in your application letter? Let's say you are a graduate of cum laude. So you should not forget that. Include that you're a graduate of cum laude. Okay? And then, isa pa. If you are a graduate of Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig, never forget to put your university in your application letter. Most especially kapag sinabing TUP, okay, quality students yan. Opo, totoo yan. Kasi there are different companies na pumupunta sa school at naghahanap ng estudyante mag-OJT sa kanila. And then after the OJT or on-the-job training, ina-absorb na itong mga batang to. Or iniha-hire na sila dire-diretso. Okay? And then, the next one is consideration, kindness. Okay, sabi dyan, use kind, not rude words. So I have told you a while ago, you're applying for a job. And then sasabihin mo doon, P.S., you should hire me because I am the most qualified one. Oh, wow. Diba? You're only applying for a job. So you should be kind there. Or in any kind of letter, kahit na galit ka dun sa taong gusto mong i-report, nandun pa rin yung kindness. Nandun pa rin yung tinatawag nating choice of words so that wala tayong nasasagasaang tao. You are only doing your job. Okay? And then, character or personality, individuality. So ano daw yan? You have to use your own word. Don't just copy from the internet and total. Yung tipong highlight all, Control C, Control V to your word. Okay? Wag ganon. Pwede mo siyang maging pattern. Okay? Yung letter na isinearch mo kay Google, okay, can be your pattern. But not, okay, alam mo yun, hindi mo kukopyahin lahat and then yun yung isasubmit mo sa company. Diba? You have to be careful. Baka mamaya nakalagay doon, I am a graduate of chemical engineering. Ikaw pala ay civil engineer. Diba? So, kailangan yung tinatawag nating, you have to avoid plagiarism. Huwag tayong basta-basta kumopya. Kailangan, alam mo yun, meron pa rin tayong binabago. You can paraphrase it. Okay? But not totally copy it. And the number 7, conversational quality or a letter talk. Meaning, you are using your words in a conversational manner. So this has something in connection with clearness or clarity. Na yung tipong you don't need to use highfalutin words, okay, for you to be able to impress. But guys, always remember that our goal here is to express. Okay, of course, impressive naman talaga if you are really qualified. Let's say nakalagay doon, you're a graduate of cum laude, that's impressive. Pero in writing a letter, yan, it should be a letter talk or yung mas madaling maintindihan. And that's it. So let me show you an example of a business or an application letter. Nakikita niyo po yung word? Do you see it, my dear?
Hindi po, ma'am.
Ay, hindi nakikita yung word. Sige, ano muna ako. Okay, stop ko muna siya. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, stop. And then, I'll share another. This one. Ito mga anak, nakikita nyo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yan. Okay. Thank you. So here is an example of an application letter. Actually, I made this one because I applied. Itinry ko lang mag-apply sa ibang bansa. Kaya lang, pandemic nga. So they are not accepting, alam mo yun, yung galing sa ibang bansa. So ito, October 25, 2020, this is your heading. Okay? So pwede rin namang lagyan mo dyan ng address mo. Halimbawa, South Signal Village, okay, Taguig City, tapos under Philippines. Pwede yon. And then here, lagyan natin ng inside address kasi dumiretso na ako eh. So, lagyan natin ng inside address. Wait lang po. Para makita nyo ng diretso. So, ito ha, tandaan nyo to ha. After ng inyong heading, dalawang enters. Okay? Malagyan natin sa side. Dalawang enters. Bakit po? Yun talaga yung rule dyan. Para, klaro, bakit ayaw? Ayaw niyang lumipat. Ayun. So, ilagay natin, ba ang pangalan na ilalagay natin? Ayan. Halimbawa, Selfa, ay all caps. Selfa, ay, ano ba yan? Selfa J. Briones. Ayan. Ay, hindi na lang. Ilagay na lang natin yung HR manager natin kasi si Ma'am Selfa is the campus director. So, let's write here, Maria Lizette Peña. Okay? So, ano siya? HR manager. HR. Okay? Nakikita po?
Yes, po.
Okay. And then, ilagay natin, Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig. Ayan. So, ano pong gagawin natin dyan? Tingnan nyo itong mga spaces na to. Ito yung i-remove nating spaces kasi hindi siya magandang tingnan. So, you are going to highlight it and then proceed here. Alam kong alam nyo yan, pero isa-isahin natin because there are people who are submitting me a letter na ganun ang spacing. That's very wrong, okay? So, remove space after each paragraph. And then, ayan na siya, di ba? Mas maganda siyang tingnan. Tapos, i-bold mo to. Yan. Control B. There. Tapos, ayan. Pagkatapos natin po dito, dalawang enter ulit. 1, 2. Tapos, proceed tayo kay Dear Sir or Madam. Papalitan po natin yan kasi hindi naman na siya Sir. Meron tayong specific name of person there. So, it should be Dear Madam, colon, or it can be Dear Miss Peña. Miss Peña. Colon. Nagets niyo po? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes po.
Huwag niyong ilalagay yung Dear Miss Maria Lizette Peña or Dear Professor Lizette Peterania. So kapag ganito ha, ito ang rule kasi. Kapag ang ilalagay niyo po ay ito, halimbawa. Yan. Sorry. Ganito kasi ang rule niyan. Kapag professor, ganyan. Lizette P. Hindi yan sa Dear ha. Isinoshow ko lang sa inyo yung difference. Kapag po, prof lang ang ilalagay nyo, tapos period, buong pangalan. Pero, kapag binuo mo to, professor, ayan, Terania lang. Wala yung first name. Wala tong Lizette P na to. Professor Terania. Pero kung prof lang siya, buong pangalan. Okay? Pero wag mo siyang ilalagay dyan. Kung halimbawa, okay, lagay natin. Let's say for example, palitan natin to. Ayan siya. Hindi rin siya, Dear Professor Lizette Peterania. It should be, Dear, ayan. Ganto ha. Professor. Ganyan siya. Tapos, colon. Kung ako yung nasa, dito ha, remember ha, dapat ito at saka ito ay pareho. Okay? Pero hindi buong pangalan, surname lang. So, palitan natin, ibalik natin kay Dear Miss Peña or Dear Madam. Ayan. There. Tapos, dalawa ulit enter. 1, 2. Ayan, sumobra ako. Sumobra. Yan. So ano, ito yung ating salutation ha, dear madam ha. Kung lalaki sa taas, dear sir. Kung wala tayong specific na name dito, dito sa taas na to, nakalagay lang HR Manager, Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig. Ang ilalagay po natin dito, dear sir / madam. Okay, now, sabi ko sa inyo, kapag gumawa ng letter straight to the point or straightforward, ang una nyo gagawin, saan nyo nakita ang information that that company is hiring? You will put there, I saw your advertisement from jobstreet.com. I saw it from Facebook. I saw it from Billboard. I saw it from etc. etc. Okay, so look at this. I saw your advertisement from www.seek.com.au kasi I'm applying in Australia that you are looking for an English instructor or teacher and I am very much willing to apply for the position being offered. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, and have my Master's of Education, major in English. I am a regular instructor of the Technological University of the Philippines, Taguig City, Philippines. Siyempre, kailangan ilagay yung Philippines because they don't know that. Okay? And then, sa susunod na paragraph naman natin, dyan mo na ilalagay, dito mo na i-elaborate yung skills mo or yung experiences mo. Okay? Nakalagay dyan. With my 12 years of teaching, I can say that I am well equipped with the subjects that I am teaching. I also focus not only in the subject matter that I am teaching, but also the values that I have to inculcate to the students. If a chance will be given, I will assure you that I will be doing my best that I can to ensure that learning will take place on the part of every student. And then sa last, yung pinaka-finale mo, I am hoping for your positive response regarding this application. Ayun, nakalagay. Enclosed herewith is my resume for your perusal. Thank you so much and may God bless you. Now, kapag wala pong nakalagay na enclosed herewith is, ayan, tanggalin ko to ha. Let's say wala po ito. Yan. Ilalagay ko po sa pinakailalim. Ayan, nakalagay ha. After nito, dalawang space ulit. Ayaw mag-move. Basta dalawang space. Ayan, nakalagay, respectfully yours. Nagets po? Tapos, lalagyan ng comma. Don't forget comma. And guys, this one, the letter Y is not in a capital letter. Small letter lang po yan. Kasi ginagawa ng iba, respectfully, capital ang R, and then yours, kinakapital ang Y. No po, dapat etong R lang. And then, respectfully yours, ilang enter? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos, ilalagay mo yung all caps na name mo. Ma'am, bakit po ang laki ng space dito? Why do you have a big space here? Kasi po, that is intended for your signature. Okay? So, ilalagay ko po sa ilalim, ano yung designation ko? English professor. Okay. And then, kung wala ko nakalagay na enclosed here with, ilalagay ko po dito sa dulo. Sorry. Yeah. Bakit? Ayan. E-N-C. Ibig sabihin, enclosure. Nakalagay, resume. Okay. Lagyan natin ng apostrophe. Hindi. Sorry. Yan. Resume. Tapos, aking Mm. Do you understand, guys? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Ayun. So,
Yes
ayan.
po.
Pwede nyo pong i-screenshot yan para alam nyo yung pagkakasunod-sunod. O, ayan. Sige, screenshot nyo. But never copy, ha? Don't copy that. Kasi ang mangyayari yan, hindi mo mape-personalize yung letter mo. So, ito po ay aking ipapagawa sa inyo. Gagawa po kayo ng application letter. And you are going to assume that you are already a graduate of TUP. Okay, graduate na po kayo. And then you are already, tama ba ako, civil engineer? So kung ano man yung course nyo, halimbawa civil engineer ka, mechanical engineer, electronics engineer, 'di ba? Yun po yung ating ilalagay diyan. 'Di ba? Nakadepende kasi sa inyo. So, is there any question? Screenshot nyo na para at least you have your guide. Is there any question? Hello?
None,
None.
ma'am.
Okay, sige. Pwede kayong
Wala po, ma'am.
Very good. Pwede kayong mag-type kung may question kayo. Sige, mag-chat lang kayo.